Welcome to the Crazy Happy Podcast. Thank you for dropping in for your dose of crazy happiness and a quick hit of positivity. Welcome to episode 21. Hello, guys. I hope you have had an amazing weekend. It has been absolutely a wonderful one for me. We are being brought to you by Women Empowerment Training Institute, empowering women and youth through engagement and exposure. And I tell you, they do a lot of great work in the community, going to the Covenant House every month, which is a shelter for homeless young adults ages 18 through 30. Also, we're being brought to you by Q Harris Salon and Lash Studio. They are redefining the art of beauty. Check them out at qharrissalon.com. I am absolutely moved by today's episode and topic. Today's topic is actually very personal, and you will hear why. So today's topic is choosing to live in greatness will be your greatest skydive. I'm going to say that again. Choosing to live in greatness will be your greatest skydive. This topic is super personal because I have been skydiving before. And let me tell you, friends, it is still today the most frightening thing I've done. But it is also the most life-changing, one of the most life-changing experiences I have had. And so, what am I talking about when I say living in greatness and skydiving, and what do the two have in common? So here's the thing. The unknown will always be uncomfortable. And trust me, friends, when I decided I was going to go skydiving, I did not tell anyone, first of all. And the reason I didn't tell anyone is because I knew they would talk me out of it, and I knew they would not understand, and I knew they would have their own opinion. Okay, so how does that relate to living in greatness? When you are ready and you choose to live your authentic self, which is greatness, you're going to have to protect what you see for yourself. You got it? So I share things very strategically, and I only do so when I've been given the go-ahead by God, by source, to share it, all right? Because you will also need people who support you, right? To help midwife that goal, that dream, that growth for you. You're going to need someone to help you midwife it into existence. So number one, the unknown will always be uncomfortable, my friends. But guess what? So will settling. I'm going to say that again. Going into the unknown will always be uncomfortable. But guess what? So will settling. So when I decided I was going to go skydiving, I literally, actually at the time I was a fourth grade teacher. And I told my fourth graders that once I stopped teaching in the public school system, K through 12, that I was going to go skydiving because I knew that I was walking out on a career that others assumed was stable, right? That it was the thing to do, to be in at the time. And I knew it would not make sense when I walked out, right? So skydiving to me was what I call, and I put it on my video as well, it's the ultimate leap of faith that I took, right? So you have me, this woman who's going to Rocheron, Texas, to go skydiving at about 6 o'clock in the morning by myself. Didn't tell anyone. And when I filled out the paperwork, it was funny. It was such a secret that I put my hairstylist down as my emergency contact, right? And she shared with me that her auntie had previously done the same thing. So when you're making that choice to go for it, 100% in greatness, you're going to have to do things that will possibly cause you to be alone a little bit. All right. And so here's what I noticed when I was there. When they prepared me, they gave me about 17 minutes to learn how to jump out of a plane and still be alive in 17 minutes. I'm going to say that again. They gave us 17 minutes to watch a video, and the video literally was a "you're gonna die" video, with weird people who were crashing into the bushes and being carried away in an ambulance. Kid you not. And then the video was over in 17 minutes, and then they say, "You got it? Okay, this is what you do." And you're getting ready to jump out of a plane from, 14,000 feet? 14,000 feet, all right? So I get on the plane. I'm all suited up and ready to go. What I noticed on the plane, and what you will notice in life when you're choosing to go for greatness, is that you will see people you do not know. I was alone. I did not know anyone. And here's the other thing. No one looked like me. I was the only one on that plane who was just like by themselves. I didn't know anyone. And that's going to happen in life. When you make that ultimate decision, be prepared to be around new people in unfamiliar territory. I'm going to say that again. All right. Be prepared to meet new people and be in an unfamiliar territory. I was absolutely terrified. Okay. The other thing was I had a man strapped to my back I did not know. So what am I telling you? You will need people you do not know to help you land safely. I'm going to say that again. You will need people you do not know to help you land safely. But I got on the plane. And here's what I want you to figure. Look at this. Picture this. The plane is your idea. It's that life you want. Okay? It's what you see for yourself. All right? That's the plane. The step that you have to take to do it is the decision. That's a yes or no. And then the parachute that opens up will be God, will be Source, protecting you and guiding you. But let me share this with you about skydiving. How you land. Let me share this. How you land depends on where your feet are when you're in the air. I'm going to say that again. How you land when you are skydiving depends on where your feet are in the air. How does that relate to greatness? How you land in your pursuit of being great. It depends on your preparation. So I had to prepare. What was the guy? The trainers that was with me said, "Do you want to land rough or do you want to land smooth? If you want to land rough, this is how you hold your feet. If you want to land smooth, this is how you hold your legs. Make your decision before you land." And that's my encouragement to you today. Landing was based on my preparation. And it's going to be the same to you. You have to make a decision. If you want to live in greatness, because it's already in you, you just have to accept it. You have to decide whether you want to land tough and rough or soft and smooth, okay? Also, it depended on what my thoughts were when I was in the air. Once I took that step, because trust me, when it was time for me to jump off that plane, which is really going for what I want, and I can't turn around at this point, I was just blown away. I screamed when I first jumped off because I was afraid. But when we got into the air and he said, "Now glide," you can control it and glide. The parachute is going to help you. What do I say by that? The parachute is Source. It's God. After you take your step, He's going to guide you. He's going to help you. So guess what I got to do? When I was in the air at 10,000 feet, 12,000 feet, I was just amazed and chilling, looking over the city of Houston, right? And that's how life is. It was rough when I took the first step. That first jump was terrifying. But then when I got to the 10,000 mark, I was gliding. and I got to take in the experience. And then when we got to the 8,000 mark, guess what happened? I was supposed to pull my parachute, but I was so caught up and I was so taken away by the experience and so caught up and enraptured in it, I forgot to pull my own parachute. Okay? But guess what happened? He pulled it for me. He pulled my parachute for me, and I was initially supposed to pull it when we got to 8,000 feet. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you need to know the requirement is not that you be perfect. The requirement is that you be willing, and your parachute will be pulled. Decide how you want to land, and then your landing will be well. I hope this has helped you today, guys, because let me tell you, being in the unknown is uncomfortable, but so is settling for less. You just have to be willing to be uncommon. People say, oh, that's unrealistic. No, it's realistic. It's just uncommon. And so I hope this has inspired you today. Look, choose to live in greatness because it is going to be the absolute best skydive you have ever experienced. I hope this episode has really inspired you to take that ultimate leap of faith. So yeah, check me out for tomorrow's episode. It's not unrealistic, it's just uncommon. Don't forget to go to tanyavetter.com to get your Dumping Ground journal. If you don't know what it is, check out episode number 6. You guys know what I say. Be light, be love, be you.